Processed carbs like wheat, baked goods, and pasta actually block your body from absorbing the vital nutrients it needs to function at its highest capacity and keep your metabolism going throughout the day. So not only are you consuming lots of calories, but you're also denying your body the nutrients it needs. This is why you can feel hungry so quickly after having a big gluten-filled meal. A consistent consumption of these processed foods will cause unwanted weight gain around your midsection, decreasing energy levels, and cause improper elimination of toxins and fat. Here's the issue. When you gain weight, especially around the middle of your body, your vital organs and your body become stressed. When your body is stressed, you produce a hormone called cortisol that causes you to store excess fat around your waistline. So at this point, it becomes a cycle. You eat processed food that contains gluten and you gain weight. You gain weight and your body becomes stressed. When it's stressed, it produces cortisol, which prevents you from losing that weight, and the cycle continues. By removing gluten, you remove the source of the problem. You boost your metabolism so that you can burn fat during the day, lose excess weight around the midsection of your body, and reduce stress levels so you sleep better at night and continue to burn fat while you sleep. So the question remains, what exactly is gluten? Gluten is a protein found in some grains, most importantly wheat, which is used to make the majority of baked goods we know and love, such as bread, pastas, cereals, and other processed foods. More and more people today are becoming aware of an intolerance they have to gluten, and it is my firm belief that the majority of people out there have some level of sensitivity towards this protein. You see, whenever I describe to a friend or client what happens to me when I eat gluten, they look at me with their eyes wide open and say they experience the same thing to a lesser degree. In fact, surveys suggest that 1 out of 133 people is currently gluten intolerant. This is up from 1 in 2,500 less than a decade ago. What's happening here? Are people becoming more sensitive, or is our food becoming more and more processed? Although you don't need to declare yourself gluten intolerant to start eating healthier, it is a fact that over 90% of gluten intolerant individuals are completely unaware of their sensitivity. Tell me if any of this sounds like you. Have you ever felt bloated after eating your favorite baked good or pasta dish? Do you feel like you have to loosen the waistband of your pants after a gluten-filled meal? Do you ever experience headaches or feel too fatigued to carry on with your day after eating? If you answered yes to any of these questions, chances are you have a gluten intolerance and are experiencing these symptoms because you are reacting to gluten. Removing it from your diet will give you immediate results. Beyond that, even if you don't have an allergy or simple intolerance to gluten, all the grains which contain gluten are among the most highly produced grains on the market. Because they are produced in such mass quantities, they are riddled with pesticides. In addition, in order to convert wheat into flour, it must be processed. During that process, the two most nutritious parts of the wheat are removed, the embryo and the stem, leaving the grain virtually devoid of any nutritive value. What's worse, if you're consuming processed or baked goods made with white flour, or what's commonly known in the market as enriched white flour, a bleaching agent has been added to the grain in order to turn the flour white. New research demonstrates that when this bleach reacts with the protein in the wheat, it produces a chemical compound that actually causes diabetes in lab animals. Increasing research has shown the link between adult onset type 2 diabetes and the overconsumption of processed goods. Why is that? When you eat highly processed goods, your body produces insulin, which spikes your blood sugar. Insulin is a hormone that tells your body to store fat versus using your residual fat storage for energy. The key to successful health and weight loss is a consistently level blood sugar. By eating gluten-free products, what you're doing is changing from a grain that is nutrient deficient and also blocking your body from absorbing vital nutrients in the other foods you consume to a grain that has innate fat-burning capacity, such as brown rice. Brown rice actually helps draw fat out of the body. So you can still eat your favorite foods like pizza, quesadillas, and pasta. You simply need to replace the ingredient that includes gluten. Yes, you can continue to eat the foods you know and love while absorbing the proper nutrients into your body, reducing stress levels, and boosting your metabolism. It's what I like to call guilt-free, gluten-free eating. But really quick, a word of caution. When I tell clients that gluten-free is the answer, they tend to rush to their local market and snap up every gluten-free cookie and cupcake treat they can get their hands on. This is not the answer. Pre-packaged baked goods that have been converted to gluten-free were created to taste delicious. They don't contain gluten, but they do contain excess amounts of sugar and fat. They are perfect alternatives for little treats and splurge days, but don't make them a habit. So, now that we know that removing gluten is the key to unlocking your body's fat loss potential, let's take a closer look at how you can take one of your favorite gluten-filled meals and transform it into a healthier, gluten-free, and guilt-free alternative. How about a cheeseburger, fries, and a soda? Sounds good, right? Even if you think you've chosen healthy options like a whole wheat bun and diet soda, this meal is still loaded with gluten and other toxins that will prevent your body from burning fat. Whether you are in the kitchen or eating out, you can quickly enhance this meal. First, let's identify where the gluten is. It's in the whole wheat bun, so get rid of it. You can wrap the entire burger in lettuce or eat it over lettuce as a salad. Now for the fries. They don't contain gluten, but since white potatoes are a high-starch carbohydrate, they do convert to sugar in your body. This is not good. Switch to oven-baked sweet potato fries, grilled veggies, or a side of black beans. And now for the soda. Believe it or not, diet sodas can actually be more damaging to your metabolism than their full-calorie version. Ditch the soda and replace it with green tea. That's it. You've just created a much healthier alternative. Even if you only remove the gluten-filled bun, you've already begun to make a world of difference. So knowing all of this, how can you take action right now to improve your diet and start losing weight? The answer starts in identifying where gluten is in your diet. The cereal you have for breakfast, the bread in your sandwich for lunch, the cookies in the break room, the breadsticks at dinner. They all contain gluten and they are all keeping you fat. Remove these gluten-filled foods and replace them with healthier alternatives, and you're on the right track. And remember, you don't have to say goodbye to your favorite foods. You can easily replace them with delicious alternatives. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that.